Hi there. Thank you for joining me on Odd Path Studios. Today is November 11th, and our first video topic with Odd Path Studios is going to be AI in the home. And I think it's a really cool topic, and it's on a lot of people's minds today. And, there's a lot of smart devices at home, and um, sometimes it's a little bit scary, For me, it's kind of scary, and I don't have a lot in my home because I feel like it's a little invasive at times, but to each their own. So, but either way, they're kind of a modern part of life. And, we have smart assistants like Alexa and Google Assistant and Siri, So these voice activated assistants are all powered by AI, and they're designed to make our lives easier. So with just a few words, you can set reminders and play your favorite music and control the lights, which I think is crazy, right? You know, I had a friend who started installing the lights in her house, and she totally messed up her electrical system and had to call out an electrician, and it ended up costing her a ton of money, and she ended up abandoning the whole thing because she thought it was just too much. Anyway, so uh, AI in the homes goes far beyond assistance, and we have AI driven thermostats like Nest, and it learns your preferences and adjusts your temperatures automatically to save energy and keeps you comfortable. And then there's also smart locks, and it can detect motion and recognize familiar faces and send alerts if something seems unusual. And AI in smart homes is about convenience and security and personalization, and it gives us the ability to manage our homes with ease. Um, and have you ever noticed how your social media feed seems to know what you're interested in? And I think that's a little bit weird, or how Netflix seems to suggest movies that you'd probably love. Um, that's AI working behind the scenes to curate content just for you. Um, I think that seems a little bit weird to me, so it kind of goes beyond your home. Um, AI algorithms kind of analyze your interactions and what you watch and click on and like, and it uses that data to predict what content you're likely to enjoy. And this means that your social media feeds and your streaming platforms and even the shopping websites are uniquely tailored to you. Um, that to me is a little bit weird sometimes, but here's the interesting part. So AI doesn't just guess at random. It actually learns and improves over time, kind of adjusting based on your habits and preferences. And that's a little scary. It learns you, and it tailors everything specifically to you. So while this can make your experience more enjoyable, it's also worth thinking about how much these algorithms know about us and how much it impacts what you see online. Um, so then we think about healthcare. AI is definitely making waves in the medical world, and it's affecting everyday people in really meaningful ways, which is nice. Take health monitoring apps, for instance. Many of us use wearables like Fitbit or Apple Watches to track our steps and our heart rate. Like I have one on, and even our sleep patterns. I know for me, I use mine to track my sleep patterns, and it has really helped me improve my sleep a lot, and just kind of see what the quality of my sleep is. And when I go to see my doctor and he asks, what have your sleep patterns been lately and how is the quality of your sleep, I can actually pull up a cohesive view of what my sleep has and hasn't been. And it's actually helped in the diagnosis of some of my health issues that have been going on. So it's actually been helpful. So these devices don't just collect data, they use AI to analyze it and provide you with insights about your health. And AI driven apps can suggest lifestyle changes, like I just explained, and detect abnormalities and even alert you if something is unusual. So there's also AI in diagnostics where it helps doctors detect diseases faster and more accurately. And AI assisted tools can help analyze medical images to spot things that the human eye might miss. So, that's helpful. So whether like it's your smartwatch nudging you to stand up or an app helping your doctor make a faster diagnosis, AI in healthcare is helping us live healthier lives. I know that my watch, I have it set up to where it kind of nudges me, you haven't been active for this long. And I've actually gotten a little bit healthier in um, in the past probably 6 months or so because of that. When my watch reminds me. So um, then we look at things like when you shop online or at a local store, AI has shopping experiences. And, like if you think about the last time you bought something online, chances are you saw personalized recommendations. You know, Whenever I shop on Walmart, if I do um, like a pickup or a delivery, whenever I go to check out, it says, "Hey, did you remember these things?" It has my past history on there, and I'll be like, "Oh, I did forget that thing." So it is kind of helpful in those things. It does remind me like, "Oh, I did forget my green onions," and without that AI, I would have forgotten those. So sometimes that can be helpful. So AI algorithms can help you with your purchase history and your browsing behavior and even the items that you leave in your cart to make personalized recommendations. So it doesn't just make shopping faster, it's almost like having a personal assistant that kind of knows what you want and kind of remind you. Um, and then customer service is also seeing the AI influence. So you might have interacted with AI chatbots on websites or customer service lines, and these bots can answer questions and solve common issues and even process orders. So, all while getting smarter through machine learning, and AI shopping is about creating, that seamless customized experience while making it feel more personal and engaging. And then, you look at transportation, and AI is kind of shaping the way we move, and it's not just about self-driving cars. Um, Ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft use AI algorithms to match drivers with passengers and predict demand, and even adjust pricing based on peak hours and traffic. So, it also it helps with route optimization and Google Maps and Waze, which Waze is one of my favorite. It uses machine learning to analyze traffic patterns and suggest the quickest route in real time. And it even just it even adjusts as new data comes in, so you're always on the fastest path. So, companies like Tesla and Waymo and others are developing autonomous cars that can make decisions while on the road, while it's still evolving. AI and transportation promises a future where we might one day ride to work without ever touching the wheel, which is really scary in my world because I don't think I'd ever feel comfortable with something like that. Um, so, there's a few ways, not just with the in-home AI, but just out in the world where AI is changing our everyday lives, and from like the home to personalized content and the store and shopping and transportation. AI is really woven into our daily routines in ways that sometimes you realize it and sometimes you don't, and that it's just becoming a part of our life day in and day out. And some people are a little bit hesitant about it, and they only think of AI as chat GPT or, you know, videos where we can tell that somebody made it with AI images or, an AI prompt. But people don't really realize how long AI has been woven into our lives. And it's actually been for years. And people are really kind of scared of it, and some people are not. I enjoy AI when it comes to making silly videos or You know, like I said, the suggestions in my cart whenever I'm checking out at Walmart, or you know, the little helpers. But do I get nervous whenever it's in my house? You know, I really do in some ways. I don't like Alexa being in my house. I have Google Assistant turned off on my phone. Any of those things that I can turn off that are listening for me to say certain words, I do have it shut off because I don't like that part so much. I feel like that's a little bit invasive. So I don't have Alexa. I don't have any of that in my home because I feel like that's just a little bit too much for me. So, you know, I'm curious. What do you guys have in your life? What are you comfortable with or not comfortable with in your home? Do you have Alexa? Do you not have Alexa? Why and why not? I would be really curious to learn about what you do and don't have in your life and why you don't have it in your life. So thank you for joining me in the first video of many on my channel. If you have any questions, please let me know, drop them in the comments. And thanks for joining on this wonderful November 11th. And I hope the weather's great in your place. And that is it for now.